So my idea for our little opening is, and you'll have a minute to think about this. A minute's good enough time, I think. I want your top 4 or 5 if you need it, but the Mount Rushmore. But your top 4 lucha masks or wrestling masks. Doesn't have to be luchadores and from Mexico or anything like that, but your top 4 masks.
Bro, okay.
They can be personal favorites, or if you think they're the best. I think personal I'm going to give you my personal favorites.
I think this is one of those things where it has to be personal favorites.
Yeah,
this is 100% subjective.
And if we all have some of the same, people, that's perfully fine. Then
because none of these masks actually give you +5 perception or anything like that. It's like they're
well.
I don't know. Jushin Thunder Liger though, he has some powers. Right. Okay, I gotta.
Okay, so we'll take a minute and then we'll go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, so my 4, and once again, we're probably going to have some of the same, and that's perfectly fine. Number 1 goes to Rey Mysterio. 2, Jushin Thunder.
Juicy.
3, Psychosis.
Oh, good one.
And 4, Ultimo Dragon. Not in any particular order. I grew up loving Ultimo Dragon just as much as Rey Mysterio, but that's what came into my mind, are those 4 in that order, just in that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mine. This is in no particular order. Rey Mysterio is number 1. Let's just say all collectively, we all know this. Rey Mysterio is number 1.
Yeah.
we don't gotta waste time.
I was waiting for number 2 because I already knew.
The greatest lucha period, everything period of all time.
Yeah.
So Rey is number 1. My second is Matanza Cuerno from Lucha Underground. He was the big guy.
Yes.
I think it's very difficult to
JC Mateo.
lucha masks. Yeah, it's Jeff Cobb. It's very difficult to do lucha masks for the big guys. I think this one was done really well. It's cool. It looks like a legitimate serial killer horror movie mask, but functional. Yeah. It doesn't look hokey like some of the big people masks can. So Rey, Matanza. My third is Bandito. I love the mask that comes down and covers the neck like a bandana. I think that is amazing. I've always loved his design, and all through ROH. Going back crazier times, really old school, because I'm kind of counting him and his son, but Aerostar. I love the window. The window eyes, where it's just kind of almost
Power
like
Rangers,
yeah, it definitely looks like Power Rangers-ish, but it almost looks like a big pair of Pit Viper sunglasses, but not incredibly douchey.
No, it's a great way of doing that type of idea.
Yeah, it looks cool. And number 5 is Ultimo Dragon, because that's sick. Ultimo, I think, is one of the most unique masks of all time.
Yeah.
Right. Check this list. All right, Psychosis was number 1 for me. Just because, I don't know, I grew up watching Psychosis more than Rey Mysterio. I always leaned towards Psychosis. Yeah. Also, on a side note for that, I always liked Juventude's first mask that he had. That was a good one. I got number 2 is Rey Mysterio.
Oh, that was a good one.
All right. 3, I have Ultimo Dragon.
God, right. Oh, man.
4, I have Kane, and I have a 5th one, King Cuerno.
Yeah.
So Kane, the second gen, when he went all black with the red instead of the red with the black. You know what I mean? When he had
I wasn't even thinking I was legitimately thinking just mass, okay, no, that's dope.
I was thinking the same thing, because I'm there's some big guys that have had some cool masks.
Yeah, honestly, I'd have to throw 5 in there because I forgot Hoovy. I forgot who.
Yeah, Hoovy had the mask where his hair was out, right?
Yeah.
A headband mask.
Yeah.
Even some Japanese masks and stuff. So.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, and then and then there's go Penta as well. So there's.
See, I never liked Pentas because there's too much going on. There's too much going on.
You stop that.
I also don't like Ray Phoenixes either. I don't like the ponytail things. I don't like all the stuff hanging.
I don't mind it. It's okay. You should. Oh man, at ECPW, you should have seen that. There was a guy came to the show and he had this rubber, perfectly form-fitting, like Drago mask. Like,
Drago's is sick.
Is that
the full dragon? Yeah, he's like
he's got like the tail like on the neck and everything like that. I'm pretty sure that's the name I'm looking for there.
He was also in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, so it was definitely him. Then just a random fan, like just a fan just walks in, full like dope leather jacket, dope mask, and just like walking around. I'm like, that's nice.
The aura on this man is unmatched.
Oh yeah, it's unmatched. And with that, what are your favorite luchador masks?
Yes, tell us in the comments, because this goes pretty far and wide. There's a we didn't even touch Japan, really.
No,
like there's a whole Ultimo Dragon kind of, but
yeah. There's so many you can go for. What's your top 10? Fans that want to put it there, put your top 10. That's cool.
Suicide, TNA, good mask.
I mean, that wouldn't put me in my top 5, but
Shark
Boy. I would probably put it in my top 10. Shark Boy. Shark Boy mentioned. I loved Shark Boy. I loved the Justice Society that Eric Young had.
Curryman.
Howdy.
Yeah, Curryman and Super Eric.
Yeah. And then we should do face paint night. Yeah, Super Eric.
Face paint.
Oh yeah, next week will be face paint.
No, you know what? Fuck it, impromptu. Let's do it right now. We're doing it right now.
Okay.
We're doing it. All right. Cue up the minute. Face paints. Go. All right, new hook. You go first. Top 5 face paints.
Top 5 face paints. Starting off, Sting, of course. Number 2.
What era of Sting specifically?
Sting? No, okay. White, like Crow Sting.
Crow.
Okay, White Crow Sting.
Yeah, Crow Sting for me. Number 2, Legion of Doom. Tag teams we will include as 1. 3, Great Muta.
Yep.
Anything he did, there was always like, just anything Muta did was awesome. 4th, because I loved his style when he was in Japan and his attitude while he was in Japan. Things kind of changed when you go to WWE, of course. Tamatanga, when he would do his face paint.
Oh, really good idea.
Yeah, when he would do his face paint, it would go down over his beard. I just like just that visual and his attitude there, which is like that whole era of that time frame.
Yeah,
perfection. 5th, because I love him, and if I could be him, I probably would try. Jeff Hardy.
I knew Jeff Hardy was going to be on there.
That's easy tell. And then 6th, I need to give a shout out, or just an honorable mention, I guess, because he was amazing. But Umaga, like I really
thank you. Because Umaga's top of my list.
Yeah.
Is he? Okay, yeah.
My list is very similar to yours. I think there's only one difference. So obviously Sting, but I like old Sting, AEW Sting, and specifically bearded Sting.
Okay.
The current bearded Sting, I think, looks like legit super villainish, and I love it. Umaga. I think Umaga is one of the most underrated big men ever. I think the face paint added a lot to what he did. And he did that whole like tribal savage without making it inherently crazy racist. And like that wasn't just what he had. He was also he was also like really good. That's the other thing too. He was like a savage, but he was really fucking good. Yeah.
When he wore orange tights at that house show.
That was very funny.
That was awesome.
A lot of cool stuff with Jeff Hardy too, actually.
Yeah.
Rosemary from TNA. Rosemary from TNA does some sick
Rosie and
face
Jamal.
paint,
not
including
Rosie and Jamal.
Two completely different visuals. Two completely different people.
Two opposite directions. That's hilarious. But no, she does the cool like half face masks with the skulls. Yeah, so that's what I like about Rosemary.
Yeah,
she does some cool like shit with like just doing half and half. And then obviously Great Muta, LOD. Honorable mention, Dustin Rhodes, because he made that gimmick with the crazy face paint work in several different areas.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Except for
my
7,
first one,
or whatever the white one was.
Ooh, yeah, 7 was a little weird. He was fluffy. First one, LOD. just classic. They were my first favorite tag team ever. So Jeff Hardy is number 2, just because he just grew over time and elaborated and got so crazy with like everything with the blacklight stuff, and it was wild. Sting, my favorite era of Sting would probably have to be the Crow, like when he first showed up, and it was like the simple, like plain Jane leather jacket in the stands type stuff.
Yeah, coming down from the ceiling.
Goldust, like his whole run, he used to do some pretty wild stuff. And then Finn Balor, number 5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Balor. I never even thought of Balor, honestly.
That was a delayed reaction.
Probably the most like...
Yeah.
Balor probably the most like modern version of face paint that works, I'd imagine.
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah.
He could like airbrush
Is there anybody else,
a lot of that shit on.
Yeah, but still, it's like face paint on his face, right? Like the airbrush is on his back.
Yeah.
But I would say, is there anybody else like nowadays is really doing a big face paint look?
Yeah, the only person that's really doing like modern day would be Darby.
Wow, I completely forgot about Darby Allin. I think it's because he's so insane anyway. Because he's got like the tattoos and stuff. I forget that that's paint. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Sabotage Everything, contributing to the scene. I am, as always, just Lyle. Alongside me is Sabotage. Connor's a new hook.
Hello.
How are we, everybody? Everybody's been to concerts this week. It's been a busy week for everybody involved. We got a big show coming up this weekend. Fast times in Ridgemont High for all of us. Let's start out with the concert you guys went to from the House of Blues down in Boston, I believe. Who did we see?
Yeah. Alter Bridge.
Ooh.
Alter Bridge.
How was it?
It was amazing. My third time seeing a concert in the House of Blues in Boston. The first one was me, Connor's Emily, at seeing Tremonti and Seven Dust. And then me and Emily saw Corey Taylor there. And now the three of us saw Alter Bridge there. The funny thing about all that is all three of us were at a Slash concert, a Slash and Miles Kennedy concert 13 years ago, it had to be.
Yeah, something like that.
It was like the day before I got clean. Like it was like literally I woke up like the next day and like decided I gotta fix myself. So we were all at that concert together. I was farther back than the other two. Emily was like right up next to the stage where Slash was playing, and Connor was kind of in between us. Probably about 10, 15 difference in space. Right. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast yet, but there was a guy holding an iPad filming the fucking show
with an iPad.
With an iPad.
Full iPad.
Oh yeah, I'm getting pissed off at one point. Like, yeah, if you want to film like a second or two of it, whatever. But he's like doing like a lot. I got a water bottle in my hand, just a normal water bottle. I wing it and knock it out of his hands. And I've told that story to a bunch of people, and they're all like, "Oh yeah." I told the story, and Connor's head snaps to the left, and he's like, "That was you?"
Because you guys were both there. That's amazing. Yeah. You had like confirmation. It happened. Yeah. I seen it.
It was the greatest fucking thing. But he was pissed.
Because honestly, like, first of all, that's a huge big concert thing. That the faux pas that I have is like people who spend the entire show like watching it through their phone, basically. Like you're taking a video every song. Like do like the big hit. Like I was lucky enough, my girlfriend took me to see 3 Days Grace for my birthday last weekend.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Super great show. Finger 11 opened up for them. They were great. But people sitting there every show with their phone out. I'm like, guys, you're never going to look at these again. Like, get a video of Animal I Have Become during the chorus to put on your story to say you were here. Screw off for the rest of it. Like, sit there and enjoy it.
Yeah. I think there was a guy at Megadeth that was recording the show through a Nintendo DS.
Okay, that's respect, though. I fully support the DSIs out in public. I think that's amazing that they're still out there.
At least phones, you're scanning the crowd. It's just a DS.
Game Boy SP camera that prints out the picture. You bring me one of those that you took out in the wild today, and I will be very impressed.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Okay.
But not just a big weekend of concerts, however, big weekend of wrestling as well. Because we had, I think, one of the better wrestling shows that we've seen from WWE in the last little while in Backlash, which was actually 75% wrestling, shockingly enough.
What a concept.
It's nuts how when you do a wrestling show and you do wrestling at your wrestling show, people like to watch the wrestling.
Right? There's been times at our shows where like the workers come up and go, "Hey, do you mind if I say something after the match?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, like you guys could do stuff like that." You know what I mean? Like I don't want to like force segments or anything. It's once or twice we've done like, okay, let's set a little thing here, but I don't want to like force people into being like, say this. If they have ideas, come to us, and they do. And then we're most like 9 times out of 10, we don't change a thing, or it might be like, hey, say it maybe a little bit this way so we can go in that direction. But once again, it's usually carte blanche, bring it out. So to see like just all wrestling, we got to drive down to Boston and we had it on the phone. That's
amazing.
We hotspotted the phone, hung it up there, and they got to watch. It was just like you said, it was wrestling. The women's match probably got second most time.
I think so. I think the women's match got the second most time. Everybody got good time. Honestly, I think one of the best, if not maybe one of my favorite Roman Reigns matches happened at Backlash.
Interesting.
I just love the way they booked it. I love the fact that he didn't beat Jacob Fatu. He pretty well lived through Jacob Fatu. Yep. He managed to survive the guy and got the shit kicked out of him at the end. Like it felt very different for a Roman Reigns match, which I loved.
How did you feel? Because we get to how Connor felt about it. How do you feel about what happened during the match? Like the raking of the eye, okay, you can get away with it in the sense the ref gives you the warning.
Yeah.
I have to go back and watch it. Was the ref supposed to see? Like, is that cheating? Throwing him into exposing the turnbuckle,
and that's the only thing I have an issue of. But if we're gonna nitpick that, the stairs at WrestleMania,
and that's the thing. Yeah. Stairs in any match is a you can whip people into it because you're just whipping them into a part of the ring, but you don't expose the stairs. But then you still don't get in trouble if you take the stairs apart. Did the ref
see him take the turnbuckle off?
Well, the thing was like they were all tied up with each other. We'd have to, like I said, have to go back and watch it.
So he was holding on to it when they pulled back. And it like so they were all in that.
So that's my question. We're getting
the ref kind of like went in. They pulled back. It came off. Yeah, and it just and I think that's I gotta stop letting that get to me, right? Because I'm like,
yeah. Because the question is it illegal to take the turnbuckle pad off, or is it illegal to hit somebody into the turnbuckle pad, or is it illegal to do the combination of those two things? Like, where is the line there?
Even Emily was sitting in the back on like, it's one of those things that sometimes it's show dependent, match dependent, what that moment needs. Sometimes sometimes you go, and I get it. But in the same breath, it's like because in my eyes, I don't think that is cheating.
Yeah.
I don't look at it as a disqualification. Sorry, it's cheating in my eyes. But
in the aspect of foreign object, like,
because you're not hitting them with it.
You're like throwing
the same with the stairs. Because if you take the stairs off, like you said at WrestleMania, hitting them with them there, okay, now you're using it as a weapon.
This begs a very more interesting question. Has there been anyone that got disqualified for doing this? When was the last time someone got DQ'd for hitting somebody off of the exposed turnbuckle or taking the turnbuckle off specifically?
Let me see if that's a thing.
Because check the numbers on, because that's my question. Is like, what is the illegality there? Is it taking it off? Because people have been caught taking it off before, and the ref just, hey, stop that, ties it back on.
Yeah, and usually it's a distraction.
Yeah. That's not illegal because people have done it and gotten away with it. So is it the act of throwing somebody into the exposed turnbuckle? Is that the illegal part?
But what's the difference between that
or is
and the
it
post?
like the referee, theoretically, refs were sitting there at one point telling people don't go up to the top rope. Every time someone goes up to the top rope, the refs are like, get down from there, get down from there. Or is it one of those things?
Yeah.
Is there no illegality? It's just frowned upon to take
there.
the turnbuckles off.
I think it was just in that
makes the
moment
rules
where
for
like the
professional
ref
wrestling.
had. Yeah, get at us. Let me know because it's burning my brain.
Yeah.
It just if it happened in any other corner, I wouldn't have questioned it because the ref wouldn't have been 3 feet from where they were doing that spot.
And that was also the thing. Yeah, it's like, was the refs not supposed to see it? A quick Google search, not AI, but a quick Google search. We're going through Reddit super quick. Back in the day, it was an automatic disqualification, kind of like throwing your opponent over the top. It was like automatic, like thing. So back in the day, and then over time, rules have been relaxed to allow new things to happen, and blah 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 blah. So it seems that with time, because they're even saying like. Yeah, like everyone brings up like the Cody and Brock Lesnar but using the stairs, right? So
using the stairs, exactly.
The stairs, you're not using the turnbuckle. You're
just throwing them into something that's already there. It's just there. It's like it's just like you said, throwing people into the stairs versus picking the stairs up and whiffing them at somebody. Very different things.
Two very different things. Yeah,
but like
same
that
intent,
that aside, like I'm pretty good at checking my brain at the door with that kind of stuff. Like especially when it's in a match that I did enjoy this much. They really are putting a lot of stock behind Jacob Fatu, it seems. Conspicuous by his absence. Punkhausen. No Punkhausen on this show whatsoever. Really thought that was going to be Danhausen's mystery opponent.
I thought it was going to be Truthhausen.
That would have been dope.
Oh, Truthhausen would have been sick too, though.
I didn't even think about Punk. I just legit didn't even know who they're going to do, and
because they are
especially when
Punk.
100%. Yeah, Punk bought him like a $5,000 comic book or some shit.
Yeah, like him and Punk are really close. Really close. And it's weird because this was the weekend where you expect WrestleMania weekend to be the weekend where you're like, this is the mecca of wrestling. There's so much good wrestling. This weekend was the weekend that I felt that, because not only did we have Backlash, but I also watched one of the most interesting wrestling shows I'd watched in a long time. AEW had a show in an indoor golf course and called it Fairway to Hell.
Didn't we talk about this?
And let me tell you something. This was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, but in the same breath, I kind of fucking loved it. I did. Connors didn't, clearly. Tell me about it.
Connors hates the...
You don't like it?
Just go with it. Just go...
I'm just too old school. I don't hate them for it. It's just not my fucking cup of goddamn tea. Shit. That's all.
He's like the Canadian. He's like, did you see the Canadian destroyer into the bunker? I'm like, yeah, that was awesome. And he's like, it was the best thing ever.
I am in love with the having wrestling event. Wrestling is one of the few shows like this where all you need is like 20 square feet theoretically, and you can do a show there. So I love the shows that are in like arcades. I love the shows that are on cruise ships. I loved the WCW Bash at the beach where you had it like in this weird set that had fucking swimming pools around and stuff. So I thought the golf course was incredible. I loved it.
Also, you need more than 20 square feet. You need 20 by 20, right?
20 by 20.
Depends on the size.
I'm not
of
here for
ring.
math, boys.
I'm like 7 foot ring. That's pretty.
What are you doing?
Shit.
You can't even get that laying down.
Yeah.
But no, I love Fairway to Hell. I like the cons. I wouldn't do that for every one of your shows, but I think like once or twice a year having a show that's in like a whack location is really cool.
That's what I said. Once a year, do that once a year. It's funny. You get to bring in a completely different crowd, plus the usual wrestling crowd. So it's just like one of those cross-branding things that, sure, don't put too much thought into it, Connors. We wrestled in a mall. We did an escalator spot. Come on.
Actually, I want to hear that story because that's actually one of the questions I have written down for you guys this week. Is where are the weirdest shows? Where are the weirdest locations for shows that you guys have been?
So myself personally, I did a singles match. Was paid to wrestle as Shrek against a guy dressed up as Lord Farquaad. So that at a Shrek rave in Halifax. So that's
the sentence kept getting crazier. You guys to wrestle as Shrek against a guy dressed as Lord Farquaad at a Shrek rave. It just kept spiraling.
Bro, I'll send you the video. We put the link in this as well. Like that was,
Can you send the video and we'll try to put the link into the description. We'll get this. We'll try to see. Absolutely. I want to see that.
Yeah, it was good times.
It was like, was that in like a big arena style environment, right? Was it?
That was we did like a bar style brawl at where did we see? Oh my God,
Pier 21.
Is it the Seahorse? No, is it the Seahorse or Gus's? Or no, not Gus's.
The Marquee. Where's
the
protest?
Tea Party.
Oh, I've heard Tea Party.
Yes, protest. We saw protest.
Yeah, Seahorse. Well,
okay, Seahorse. Sorry, so that's what we saw there. Yeah. No, I got reached out to by a DJ.
Used to be the Marquee.
I got reached out to by a DJ, and he was doing a Shrek rave, and was like, "Hey, I have this idea," and I messaged my buddy Boggs and said, "Okay, we have to do it this way."
We've got to, yeah.
Well, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Like, I got Boggs. He's like 5'5", scrawny. He had the whole get up. He went and got like a fake wig and everything. We wrestled all over the place. It was one of the most funniest things ever, and I
cannot wait to see this.
I would do a heartbeat again. And then before we get to where I guess the strange, me and Connors have wrestled. Me and Connors also wrestled against each other at Lucky Cat Barbershop for Neil's birthday.
You wrestled in the barbershop? That's awesome.
Yeah.
He put me through
his ass through a table.
That's actually sick. You need a table spot inside a barbershop.
Yeah.
That's amazing. There's no room in there. That was just
down.
That's called professionalism and safe.
That's amazing. Because like a barbershop's only 20 square feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No padding.
But like I'm talking, Jesus. So other than like against each other, malls, like have you guys done any of the shows that are so obviously?
I think the mall would have been like we wrestled in bars. I
think bar wrestling is a whole genre of things now, isn't it?
It's definitely a genre of things. It's awesome, but it's not strange to me. We wrestled in like a
little barn with like only maybe 75% of a ring. Yeah.
75.
Oh my God! Right, the campground show.
Yeah, still waiting to get paid on that one.
Yeah.
Compound interest is a bitch.
Yeah, when Ryan went to chop you and he just sinks in the ring. Because like there's no board where he's standing, so he just
rewind. So this was in a barn at a campground.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it was like obviously for like, was it like a kids camp or was this like just
like a campground? It was a campground. It was a bot show.
Family.
Okay.
So they just wanted some wrestling at the campground, and they said they were going to supply the ring.
No, they didn't say they were going to supply the ring. A piece of shit. I rented the ring from somebody else, and I hope he sees it. Fuck him. Don't care. He rented the ring out, and we were very brand new into it. So of course, when we get there, the ring shows up after when all the fans are sitting down. We had to set up the ring while fans are sitting down in the chairs.
Awful. That's terrible.
We weren't experienced enough in this, so the vets were experienced enough to go, "Hey, can I get my money now?" to the guy. And
basically seeing the writing on the wall and being no one's getting paid here.
Some boards of the wood, boards didn't show up. So a
couple of the beams didn't show up.
Yeah, so we set it up in a way that it should work, and then Connor's in one of the neutral corners, one of our opponents. Spades goes to chop him, and as he does, one of the boards shifts a bit, opens up the gap. He sinks, like he literally goes a foot lower than where he was, and then just looks over at me and goes, "Oh, I don't know what to do now."
Baseline kicks in.
He got me right in the fucking belly button. It just like I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
So this is like in a barn in the campground.
Yeah.
You said an escalator spot at a mall, you said?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, so hold on. But then the show ends, and that promoter is nowhere to be seen. He is now. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I won't say. Oh, sorry. Promoter. Definitely not a promoter. A wannabe. Should never have been in this business. Glad that he's never around ever again. This was us like a year into the business, a year and a half. So we were very green, very new to things, very gullible. But yeah, so he fucked off, and so we tore down the ring, but we didn't have keys to the truck. Like he left with the truck, I think that it came in, like the U-Haul. I think he left with it, or like left with the keys with it. But like as good old boys, like we tore it down. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But
for the most part,
we couldn't get it there. Yeah,
we had to because we didn't want the campground to suffer, and they were nice.
Yeah, they were nice people about it and stuff like that. But yeah, then we went to try to go get our money, and we couldn't because he wasn't home.
He wasn't home for the last 3 years. He hasn't been home.
3 years, brother. That was like 8 years ago, 9 years ago.
Oh damn!
That was
crazy.
Yeah,
because like I've seen some shows in some pretty nuts places too. Like I saw one in a barn, but it wasn't like the ring was legit. Like the ring was actually a thing, thank God. But you guys said you did an escalator spot at a mall.
Yeah. Superstars Wrestling. We're down in St. John at the mall. I don't remember the name of it. But there's a library in it. There's like a food area, but there's escalators. And as soon as we walk
in that little common area.
Yeah, Connor just looks at me and sees the escalators, and I think pretty sure like a week before we were talking about like when WCW Nitro and Raw would do like in malls. There's always an escalator spot. There was the Tombstone spot, like So we got asked to do it. But I think they had us put right before Maine, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do a bunch of this stuff and take away from the Maine, right? Because there was a ladder match, stuff like that. And they're like, no, fuck, just go for it. Like we're not doing anything like that, so it wasn't like if they go outside, they're doing very serious stuff. It's like, okay, like I understand. Okay, then if you're okay with it, then awesome. And yeah, we just fight up there. I can't remember the spot actually. What was the spot?
I don't know. We fought over, and then we gave him the atomic drops on the like the handrail, and they rode the handrail up.
Yeah.
And then we just like flexed on the way up, and then we did the spot.
That's
where
actually
we throw
sick.
each other over the
That's
rail.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then we pretend that we're going to throw them over the railing to the floor below.
Yeah.
Everyone's losing their mind.
Them back down.
Because the one going down wasn't working.
Yeah, so we had to walk down.
Yeah, so we had to walk down, and then Cole, either Cole or Ethan, whoever I was hitting, actually rolled down it, and I was like, "Your gear!" Like, "Oh my god!" Like, stop! You're gonna tear the stuff.
Also, that would suck too, because like parts of the escalators are sharp and shit.
That's what I mean, right? So
you were hitting Cole. It was Cole, and then you, and then Brandon, and then me. Sorry, Ethan, and then me. Son of a bitch. And every time you would hit Cole, Brandon or Ethan would go to hit you, but I was behind him, so I'd stop his arm and hit him. And we just continued that all the way down. Yeah, that was good.
To go all the way up the escalator like that is amazing.
And then we come back down doing that. And then we fight back to the ring, and then I take Cole and dunk his head in the water fountain right next to the ring.
I think that's why I love these like random places shows so much, is because it gives you so much ammunition, right? Like you're taking like backdrops into bunkers, you're doing Canadian destroyers, golf course stuff, escalators and malls. Like I think that's why I love it, because wrestling is very much like, all right, whatever is in this room is part of the show theoretically. Like I've seen shows in high school gyms where like people are jumping off of basketball nets and like, you know, climbing up into rafters and doing crazy, stupid, way too dangerous spots for the environment they were in. Like it's interesting to see how people can take it.
Yeah, that's
and
the
like
fun.
turn it into something, right?
Yeah. So it's just sometimes you gotta let your old school ways, your mind relax a little bit and just disconnect.
How about no? Because there's no strange to ignore. You guys have that awesome. How about no, Scotty? Preparation H does feel good on the whole.
Very good.
But
there's the clip for social media. That's the new episode right now.
Sabotage, everything does feel good on the whole.
Contributing to the fucking sphincter.
To the scene.
But yeah, I think that was definitely one of the more unique matches, locations. I love Area 506.
I think 506.
That's
an outdoor show. An outdoor show just adds something to it, right?
Yeah,
like,
and even honestly, Tide and Boy, like every location that we've gone to, there's been something unique about it. Like even the East Coast Barbell, it was smaller than how I had it laid out in my mind. I even drew it out, but I guess my numbers were wrong. That's fine. But it was awesome, and it was awesome, and like every fan coming in. And yeah, sure, there wasn't as many fans as we wanted at the first show, but that's okay. Like all the praise that we got from the fans coming out and the messages I got, that means more than anything, because word of mouth is so much more important than you see a couple pictures and like there's only a couple people on one side, stuff like that. That doesn't hurt me at all. That didn't bother me at all. It was on the way out, me and Connors, because we always go to the door to say thanks to the fans for coming out, and a bunch of fans even like commented on that and said like nobody does that. Nobody
does it anymore. It's rare to see it happening, and you're right though. Word of mouth, I think, especially for indies, is more powerful than anything, because you can go on Instagram, look up X wrestling promotion here, and you're gonna find like 30 places, some that have put on 2 shows 10 years ago. But like when you have another wrestling fan come up to you and say, "Hey, you got to go see these guys here,"
and they're like, man, there's probably only 10 or 12 regulars, and the rest were all new faces that never experienced North Pro before.
Which you love to see.
And then so Gabriel Farza couldn't make it. I'm not laughing at that. Sorry, Gabriel Farza couldn't make it, and it's very unfortunate. He had his knee; it was bothering him. Totally understand that. So, without me even asking, Dawson messages me and goes, "Hey, the show needs something now. If he can't make it, and then also Boa couldn't make it, the show needs something." I was like, "All right, I don't know. Like, what do we?" Let's brainstorm. He goes, "Oh, well, me and Dawson will do a no DQ match." And I'm like, "You guys are opener." And he goes, "Yep."
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. And they go out and oh my God, I did not ask any of that whatsoever. They're like messaging going, "Oh, we got a ladder. Can you bring a door? We got a chair. We got like." Guys, I love you. Like, I love you.
No, but it does make sense, because when you have a couple pieces fall off for like obviously reasons that cannot be controlled, right?
And I understand. Yeah.
Sometimes it is like, okay, well, if we can't give him this, we can't give him this. Let's just start the whole thing with a bang. Like, let's just.
There was like a couple kids that were there, and that was like their first experience at a show.
I love that.
First match.
I'm sorry.
Splitting ladders in half and stuff. I was like, all right, welcome to pro wrestling in the Maritimes, I guess.
You know what?
Man.
With that is like, so I went to one of my first huge events, like one of my big 4 size events, I would say, that I've been to, is I got to see the second Forbidden Door they did in Toronto. That was the one that had the Okada Danielson match on it.
Yeah.
It was like an hour long. And a friend of mine that went with me had seen like she's like, I've seen highlights on, you know, TikTok reels from wrestling, and I've seen it in It's Always Sunny Philadelphia episode. That's like my knowledge of wrestling. And I was like, come with me to this. Like, if you want to see an interesting side of it, so it was really interesting to watch them experience all of that for the first time, because like, you know, for the completely uninitiated, it was really cool, because like that was the cool part about it. Not just, I've seen a couple hours of it and I don't think it's for me. Had not seen like 5 straight minutes of it. So to sit them down and be like, here's a massive production of it. It's really fun to watch. It's truly one of the best parts of wrestling, is seeing somebody who doesn't know about it experience it for the first time.
Yeah,
totally.
That's probably my favorite.
It's fun to see. Yeah, it is fun to see. And like I said, we've been at shows now, and there's a woman that came up to us at the Logan Mania show and was like, this is amazing. This is amazing. Like, I need to, and like, I'm looked down at my phone just then, another person from ECPW, a fan from there, that her and her husband or fiance just moved to Newfoundland for a while, I think just for like a little bit of work, just messaged and was like, hey, when we come back, we want to like learn wrestling. And it's like, awesome. Like,
that's amazing.
Like, you know what I mean? And like, that's the best thing, is when people, it's not so much the people that go, I don't care about converting the people that go, it's fake, you know, or, you know, just try to downtrot it whatsoever. I do not care about trying to convert those people. If they do get converted and they end up loving it, awesome. That's cool. Welcome to the cult. Welcome to the family. It's been why haven't you been here longer? But the people that have never experienced it because of whatever, you know, they grow up in a household that it's not on, or they just, you know, whatever. Those are the people that when you see, like you said, those eyes light up. And you see that instant passion, that instant love for what this is. And it might be, you know, one fan I know loved just like the theatrics of it. They love Danhausen. They love
there's different kinds of wrestling fandom for sure.
Right. And then you find just these people that come in, they love it because of a certain thing. And it's like, awesome. Yeah, let's go on this journey. Some people like the reality TV of it. Some people like, you know, the super, like the Japanese style, the super technical aspects of it. Some people like WWE because it is a soap opera with, you know, bloodlines and like supernatural creatures and all kinds of nonsense. The crazy people that like AEW, that is just spot, which it's fun. It's a lot to watch for 4 hours, but it's sure fun to watch for 20 minutes. Like, it's there's different levels to it almost. And all this spawned because we talked about a wrestling show at a golf venue.
Hey, golf and wrestling, who would have thought? One of the most boring sports imaginable. I can't stand golf, but obviously because I'm a wrestling fan, and it's kind of the complete opposite. But no, I'm so all for this. I think the more random places you can do it, the better. I was going to say my favorite one is actually the Jericho Cruise. I love the idea of going for a cruise and having wrestling matches happen.
Yeah, that's fun.
I don't mind. I think that's pretty fucking badass.
Yeah. Out in the middle of the ocean, like doing a whole filming it and then broadcasting. I think it was the week after they got back to shore because they couldn't broadcast it live out there, obviously. But I think it's really cool.
Did WWE do a tribute to the troops like that before? They did it on a big.
Yeah, they did it. I don't think it was actually out at sea though. I think that boat was like, that was when Luger slammed Yokozuna and stuff, and that boat
that was
like,
on the aircraft carrier.
And that was dog.
Had to figure out.
They've done tribute to the troops in like they did tribute to the troops in like Kuwait, and they've gone to the military bases and stuff. But like, I don't know if anybody else has ever done one like out in the open sea, like out on the water.
North Sentinel Island.
I was about to say we're in North Sentinel Island.
Well, I mean, like half our roster, like there's me, Ian, Gimmick. We're all either veterans or soon to be veterans from the Navy. I feel like there's probably somebody else I'm missing that's also in it.
And there's enough connections there. Somebody's got to have.
Who else been in Djibouti?
Right?
Yeah. Djibouti.
Sitting here looking at my notes and I'm just Djibouti. I was like, what's
Djibouti? Listen, when you look away, when you leave us unsupervised, and then you don't know what to say. When you're not paying attention to keeping things on the track,
they go off the track.
We just talk about Djibouti.
It's because I have to open up the biggest pages of my notes because I have now we've assembled our group here because we now have to talk about the Daredevil season finale. We now have to talk about the big, bad, beautiful thing in the room. I've been waiting for this. I have my notes, and I was like, we're gonna talk wrestling, but this is one of those times when the show ends. We have to talk about what we think of Daredevil season 2 as a whole, because I'm not sure what I think about the ending. So I'm gonna go with Connor's first.
So God love them. They tried.
Oh shit!
It was a good. It was better than season 1. Not as good as Netflix, but they left. I think they left too many cliffhangers for what's to come when they had an opportunity to pay off a lot more stuff. It was really good the way it was, like the cinematography of it and everything was really well put together. The fight scenes are great. It's just seeing the pure strength of Kingpin like that against like an army, because you always see him in like the single fights, and in the comic books he can take on quite a few people at one time. So I'm glad they threw that in there. Watching Daredevil and then like the way those two scenes came together, the fights through the halls that we talked about, right? Like the two hall fights come to meet at that big common room. For it all to come down to a conversation was kind of like I was hoping that there would have been something where, I don't know, just something different than what actually happened. And then no Punisher, which was kind of fucked up. Spoiler alert. Other than
no Punisher,
mild
no Luke Cage.
mentions of him. No Luke Cage. Well, there was Luke Cage, other than him showing up to say...
Yeah, but nowhere at the fuck like that where he could have been useful.
Yeah, nowhere, like not in the capacity that I expected to see Luke.
Yeah.
No Danny Rand, no Iron Fist. So I was like, that would have been the perfect time to actually reintroduce the Defenders to go forward. And I don't know, it was just, they left a lot open, but it was a lot better than what we've been getting. And then I just watched the new Punisher thing, but we won't talk about that.
Same, I just finished it last night. Yeah, but it felt like it was 8 episodes, right? It felt like they could have. There's 2 episodes where it was just like, why did you stretch it out that long? Could have shortened a couple things that weren't needed to be dragged out or didn't even need to be really there. And there's just too much left on the table. Like, we're probably not going to get a season 3 till fucking God knows when. So there's just too much left on the table that I don't feel like Spider-Man's gonna close up on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is like, how are all of these threads gonna get tied up whilst we're also dealing with all the Spider-Man bullshit that's gonna happen?
But I don't see it. Go ahead.
Well, I just don't know how they're gonna do it before Secret Wars.
Yeah,
and that's what I was gonna say.
Soft reboot, right? Like once that hits, it's all starting over.
Yeah, and it's like, are they going to get their own TV show again to like try to like wrap things up better for that, or like it just? I liked the ending in the sense, like I liked the conversation part, but I feel like there could have been a fight for a second instead of him just going up and saving them from like a bunch of people, which again Kingpin could have just started throwing them all over the edge. I felt like if there was a bit more of a battle where like they're both kind of like, all right, let's get the civilians out of the way. They fight it for a second and then end up in a conversation where they're both like, listen, we're both gonna die if we don't.
You
know what I mean?
Especially Jessica Jones didn't have her powers nerfed there. She could have just walked right up and, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it felt rushed.
Lazy. Yeah, rushed
is a good thing, and I understand what they're doing because they are adapting a comic book storyline. This does all follow a pretty semi-recent, actually, comic book storyline by Chip Zdarsky, I believe, was the writer of that run of Daredevil, where he does go to prison because he comes out Matt Murdock comes out as Daredevil, ends up in jail. Like, and I love the fact that he revealed his secret identity, because that's one of the biggest moments in recent.
I loved it. I love that he did it, not how he did it. It felt like it was like there was no like having
a little anticlimactic, right?
Yeah, it's just that robotic. It was like coming up to it, watching like that whole scene. You're like, no fucking way, he's gonna do this.
Yeah.
He's gonna expose himself. He's gonna reveal who he is, and then it just turns around. I am Daredevil.
Yep, I'm Daredevil. And then they're like, I did love when they were like, you expect us to believe that this is a blind person. Yeah. He just does this.
Yeah, I did.
I love that.
Exactly. How he did it afterwards, and then it's like everyone realized it is him. Oh, crap.
What I would have loved, though, because, and this is just how my brain works, but if I was like, the comedic timing would have been amazing if he did that, and then someone just stands up and goes, well, he's not blind at all. Because like someone just messes up. And it's not that he can do all these. He's been faking being blind. Like, that's what he would think, right?
So also, another big missed opportunity, I thought, when they had, they didn't have Rosario Dawson come back as like the nurse, the night nurse. I thought she could have been a cool little cameo at the end.
Yeah,
especially
that's true. It would have been a cool cameo at the end.
Why did I forget that?
She was in like the first
season
of the Daredevil Netflix show.
Yeah, the Netflix one. She's the nurse that he explains what he actually sees through his eyes. It's like I see a world on fire.
She's the night nurse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, totally remember
so
that.
Was
now. That feels like forever ago.
It leaves everyone on interesting ground because it has been greenlit for season 3, and they said that season 3 is going to be a year-long time jump. So it's going to pick up 1 year later with Fisk and Murdoch both in jail.
I've seen some behind-the-scenes pictures already, so I can see.
And there's already like Disney's already posting like official posts with like Matt Murdock's orange prison jumpsuit, so they're already ready. Yeah. Like they have this in the can.
So maybe we don't have to wait like 3 years then for season 3.
No, that's why I think.
Yeah, and that's why I think. I think fucking Daredevil is in Spider-Man, because there's a scene where Spider-Man is in the prison fighting the Hand, and it's actually supposed to be in his red and blue. I actually think he has the symbiote on.
Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. Why are we throwing symbiote words around here? Give me some logic. Show your work. Show your
nose. Well, then I'd have to kill you, brother. So there was that piece of symbiote
left. In Washington.
All right. There was the piece of symbiote left from Tom Hardy when he got booted from the MCU. And he went back to Sony Land. So that's still floating around. There's a lot of stuff with actors talking about fighting certain aliens and like black ooze aliens and stuff in recent interviews. Toby and Andrew, well, Andrew never got to fight the alien, so it's there's lots. Either way, let that fester for a while, because I think it's definitely going to introduce a symbiote. Well, that's the whole thing.
They're leaning heavily on this. That's when he gets it. He gets it in space when he goes to Secret Wars.
And he's rumored to not be in Doomsday.
Yes, I have heard that he isn't in Doomsday.
Oh.
So does this mean that he's going to become a version of Venom? Is like Tom Hardy, because Tom Hardy's not. He's not going to.
No, he'll just be the black suit, but not Tobey Maguire, like Bully Maguire. He'll just be like the probably
emotional, sad Peter Parker. Yeah, like that's more just upset about everything, and it makes sense too, because they're heavily leaning on the movie marketing about like, he's going to be sad, he's fighting against himself.
Okay, that checks out.
The symbiote would make sense, because now you've got this thing where like, all right, maybe you are somebody else, maybe like you're this instead, kind of thing, and it makes sense.
And the symbiote is connected to the what's the web thing that they're all connected to.
The Great Web, Madam Web, and all that.
So the Great Web. So Spider-Man's connected to that, and the symbiote's connected to that. So at the end of the Venom movie, when Venom's like that guy, and he licks the screen of Tom Holland, I think because he has powers, he's a more sustainable host for the symbiote to bond to for a longer time as well. That's where Tom Hardy.
That makes sense.
They eat through them, right?
So maybe that's what happens. Maybe in this movie he gets the symbiote and holds on to it through to Secret Wars, and that's when it all comes to fruition. But man, that's gonna be a lot in that movie, because now we've got like whoever Sadie Sink is playing, which I'm convinced is Hope Summers. We've got it will. I'm convinced it's Hope Summers. I don't think it's Jean Grey. I think it's Hope Summers. And then she brings. That's my guess. You got Zendaya, like you got MJ. You got you got Ned. You got like 3 or 4 villains that he's gonna fight in the movie proper.
Do you think Ned's turning?
Not to Hobgoblin this one. No, I don't think in this one. There's so much going on that would be completely drowned out, because they already have throwaway villains. Like they've got Boomerang.
But do you think I hope it gets alluded to in this movie, like set up for
maybe
next. You know what I mean? I really like that guy as an actor. I don't know.
Yeah, he's
why.
really good.
I don't know why. Like, I can't explain most other actors
or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Like I can understand other actors why I'm drawn to them, but for some reason when he's on screen, I'm just like
he's very funny.
Like he's very funny, but he's just
he's comfortable. I think in his role, and it translates.
Yeah,
you know, like
very much so.
Like get lost in his character. Yeah, I like.
Yeah, like very much so.
And you can tell that he really gives a shit about it too. Like he loves this role. They all do. Like that's like say what you want about like Zendaya being in every movie. She's also fantastic, and like those two play off each other so well, because like I think they're a married couple now. I'm not a celebrity gossip person, but apparently they got secret married or whatever. Secret married, not Secret Wars.
Hey,
but everybody in it is really good. But I'm just really interested to see, especially now at the end of Daredevil, where this curves into, because I haven't seen the Punisher special yet, but I've heard that it doesn't have as many like far-reaching consequences as a lot of people expected it to have.
How have you not?
One thing I tell you that I hated the most about it, and I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but it did not feel connected to the MCU.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said, that for something that they were like kind of touting as this is going to bridge the gap. It's like
there wasn't even anything I don't think there was even anything.
Sorry, the only thing that was connected was, I'll give you a little hint. There was Karen Page. I'll just say Karen Page.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so I was going to mention that part, but that wasn't what tied it for me. Normally they like to do like news stuff in the background, talking about events that are happening. I don't even recall any of that happening about any events for the MCU. So,
does it explain at all when this takes place in the timeline? Like, does it say this is after Punisher got released from Kingpin's like vigilante jail? Like, does it mention when this happened?
If it did, it I didn't see it, and
it kind of like it kind of explains. Yeah, it kind of just explains where he is in life right now, but like without saying it. Yeah, like there's like stuff that happens, like so, like the best line in it for me that like really took me back was "Are you here right now?"
Yeah.
Like when he said that, I was like, "Oh, damn!" And then
are you here?
The rest of this,
and then,
are you here? Are you here right now? Are you actually here with me? That.
So I guess timeline wise, I guess in Daredevil Born Again season 1, when they meet up with Frank in that hotel, or like wherever he's staying, like that room that he's staying in, that's the room that they use in Daredevil Born Again 2 that Karen and Matt are hanging out in after their one about the Uzis get fucking boomed. So I'm guessing the timeline of this Born Again, One Last Kill special is kind of at the end of Daredevil season 2, because it's kind of like chaos in the streets. It's mainly because of the Nucci's, because they've collapsed. So there's no order in the streets, and so there's no mob.
Ma Nucci's in it. Is Ma Nucci in it?
Ma Nucci. You want to know who she is?
I don't care about
She's the mom from fucking Who's the Boss.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm in. Ma Nucci's a great character. I read all of Punisher Max, the rated R Punisher. I have that whole run in single issues downstairs in this house.
He throws her into the polar bear pit, and he like rips her arms and legs off.
Yeah, like it's nuts what happens in Ma Nucci in that book. That book went off the rails.
And then like set on fire after that.
Comics again.
Yeah, like that. The Punisher Max series was crazy. Like the Punisher Max series, they did some nuts stuff. That and Wolverine Max too. Wolverine Max was probably the most R-rated thing Marvel's ever put out. The Wolverine Max from the 90s.
Well, I mean, this show, when you watch Punisher, they went full out. Like, it was violent.
It was awesome.
Which is good because, like, just like we were talking about wrestling, there's varying degrees of Punisher. Like, there's the 80s Punisher that's very much all implied killing. There's the 90s Punisher, which is exactly this, like just bullets and blood. That's it. And then there's the more psychological Punisher, which is like the modern day one. Is he right or is he a monster too? Kind of thing.
They molded them all pretty well, I think, in this one. Which, I mean, John Bernthal basically directed the thing, I think. So they helped produce.
Yeah, he directed and produced it. Let me tell you something, Red. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
I follow an Instagram account that does celebrity impressions, and their John Bernthal is really good. And they have like a 45-second clip of them just saying John Bernthal-esque things that he didn't really say. Why y'all take naps? You know, Spirit Airlines don't even have ghosts on it. Like stuff like that, but just saying like a John Bernthal voice. It's amazing.
Definitely watch it. Message us when you're done watching it. Like you got it. It was good. I enjoyed it. Download it on your phone and watch it while you're driving.
Watch it, in CinemaSphere, like you guys did coming back from the House of Blues. That was amazing. I think that's a great way to watch Backlash. Just cruising down the highway.
That's like when we do ECPW, or if we go on any drive that's like 3 hours or longer, we'll download pay-per-views and you just
have it coming through the Bluetooth.
Just have it coming through the Bluetooth. Like the driver's not watching it, paying attention. He's just listening.
Yeah, like, that's why. That's why we were talking about like wrestling commentary is so important. You can listen to it. One of the few things I think that's actually entertaining to just listen to the audio of is wrestling broadcasts. Like I can't sit and just listen to baseball broadcasts. I'll go and see.
No, it made that 8-hour drive. Like it didn't feel like we were down in Boston. Like it was nothing. So
that's sick. That's amazing.
It's better to me than podcasts. Like sometimes I just can't listen to just.
It helped that it was an actual good pay-per-view for a fucking change.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It helps. It's a good pay-per-view because like you can hang off a lot of stuff, and every match kind of throws in a different bit of a flavor. But
after it was over, we had probably another 2-hour conversation about the whole thing.
Yeah, so then you just break it down, right?
Yeah,
we didn't even listen to music on the way down.
Yeah, we didn't listen to one song on the way there. We just talked about wrestling and then watched the pay-per-view and then talked about wrestling again. Like that's the first. That's definitely the first time. Yeah, but that's definitely the first time that especially me and Connors and Emily didn't listen to any music. Like that's our thing. So
not even soft background. There's just nothing.
Yeah.
Do you like jazz? Just you guys talking about radio? Are you guys talking about wrestling? Just smooth jazz playing in the background? But I'm leaving you. You guys, you said you wanted to get more into comic books. New Hook. You've got to read if you like the Punisher and you like comic books. There's a really short, like 6-issue miniseries called The Trial of the Punisher, where basically everybody comes in and all the other heroes decide, okay, we actually have to see if we should be letting this guy do this or not.
So I don't like the thought of buying comics because I'm not good with like keeping them in good condition.
There's an app you can get.
Sir, no, I can't. I don't think we can say it on the podcast, but there's you can sail the high seas with comic books. You can sail the high seas with comic books as well, my friend.
We talk. Okay.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's all kinds of places where you can get. Do you think I'd buy all the issues of the comic books now? You think I'd buy every issue of every? If I bought every issue of every comic I read, I would be a poor man and would not have the setup that I have to do this podcast. No.
Oh, man.
Some of that stuff you got to just find.
Find it. I will go searching. I figured as much.
Yeah, and we want to hear from you guys too. Speaking about searching, we're gonna be searching the comments for your favorite luchador mask recommendations as well, and your favorite face paints. Tell us what you're watching. Tell us what you do on the 12-hour drives to shows that I'm sure we all do every weekend because we're all crazy, right? Not just us. Until then, I am Lyle. This is Sabotage, New Hook, and Connors. This has been Sabotage Everything. We'll catch you next week.